Thank you, Don, and thank you, Carr, for hosting this event tonight. I do want to touch on two quick items for clarification again. One was back to the ordinance of assessments in the city. Again, looking at a master plan document for the city is not the city municipal code and ordinance. The city has absolutely no regulatory authority over the residents of this community to force collection of assessments. That is strictly up to the HOAs. And if anybody has a question about that, they need to call city staff and talk to the city attorney because they'll tell you that. I think it's important that we all recognize one thing. The city is going through some interesting dynamics right now. It's a time of change that the city is experiencing that we haven't experienced before. And when I talk about experience, I mean just that. I have the experience, having been one of the founding fathers of this city, to understand this community and understand the dynamics that are going to need to take place to meld this community forward in this current economic climate. We've talked a lot about how we're going to do things. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't make a promise I can't keep, so I'm not going to promise anything tonight. I'm going to only tell you that for 10 years I've been on the city council, and this is one of the most well-managed cities in the state of California, and I can provide a lot of people that will tell you that. I've been working very hard with our finance director and our city manager concerning essentially our city finances and managing the city out of what we have right now is a structural problem with revenue. And we've done it in a number of ways to the extent that we have barely tapped into our reserves. Our reserves are 70% of our annual general fund. And when you compare that to a lot of other cities in the state of California, the norm is around 30%. So we're a very fiscally healthy city that has full capability of getting through this process. With respect to public safety, that is my highest priority. We've only cut one traffic deputy and one school resource officer in 2 years. And essentially the community was very glad that we got rid of the traffic deputy because there's less tickets being written. With that, I see my time is up, and I just ask for your vote on November 2nd.